When you head off on a cruise, you're hoping you're going to have a good time, but sometimes you have a great time because you've gotten lucky. Hi, it's Linz from Sweet Natured. As always, I'm joined by Marky.
Hello.
Hello, who put the video together. So yes, times we've got lucky on a cruise. Let's see what we can see.
Well, as you said in the introduction, Linz, today we're talking about times where things have gone even better than we planned on a cruise.
Yes.
And we've got very lucky. And we're going to start off by talking about bidding for room upgrades, cabin upgrades.
Ooh.
We've got lucky on these a couple of times.
Yes.
By far, our most spectacular luckiness was when we went on MSC Virtuosa.
Yes.
And we were already staying in Yacht Club.
Which is very nice.
Which is already amazing.
Yeah.
And we put in a cheeky bid at the lowest possible rate
Yeah.
for their duplex, I'm going to say apartment. It feels wrong to call it a cabin.
Yeah.
This one is normally so far out of our price range.
It sure is. It sure is.
And comes with 2 floors,
Yes.
2 bathrooms,
Yes.
its own sort of wardrobe / getting ready area,
Yeah.
and this amazing hot tub outside.
Love it. I mean, one day we might get it again, but not anytime soon. And it was February, and we still got to use it quite a bit.
We did. Another time more recently that we got lucky was on Princess.
Yes, in Alaska.
And we put in a really cheeky bid, as you can see there, £75 per person, for I think, are they called Club Class Mini Suites? They might have changed the name now,
I think they have.
but I can't remember to what. But we put in a bid for that, as I say, of just £75 per person. And we ended up with an even fancier location for the cabin. We were
Yes.
mid, so
Yes.
middle of the ship, up and down.
Close to the water.
But for me, the biggest benefit of this one was that we got the club class dining
Area, yes.
with these little pasta dishes that we're showing here, were what the maitre d' Nicola made
On an evening.
On top of the normal menu that you get in there. And they were absolutely fantastic.
They were phenomenal.
Sometimes a little bit sloppy.
Yes. Oh, for goodness sake.
And we're not necessarily suggesting that's how you should eat when you get one of these upgrades.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But-
that should have been on our messed up video there.
On the bloopers
It's like,
next year.
yeah,
Well, would you like to invite people to subscribe to see more messed up stuff?
I was going to say to see more lucky stuff, but
That works as well.
oh goodness. Well, it would be lovely if I can't. Yeah, please subscribe.
And you can follow along on all the main social media. And also thank you to our YouTube channel members. And if you'd like to know more about that, just scan the QR code.
Yes.
Next thing that we've been looking at a few times is when we've gone in for, I'm going to say gambling-ish ones, because we don't really go into the casinos that much.
I would call it pay to play.
Yeah, we're talking bingo, seahorse racing on Virgin.
Yes.
Now, when we did it, we were outside, but we didn't record any of that one, just a couple of still photos and video like that. And we got really lucky on that one and won a good amount of money.
We did, but we split some of it as well.
We
didn't
did. We won £1,000 altogether. We kept 500 and we split the rest between everyone else who was playing.
Yeah.
We also won, due to your amazing guess of what a collection of butterflies is called.
Yes, I knew.
What is it?
It's a flutter.
It is a flutter. And we ended up, whilst we didn't get the most questions right in that, we gambled all of our points because there were wine on sort of the table, literally, to try and win. And we won a bottle of wine.
We did.
Which is
we
lovely.
Did.
Now, generally speaking, when we go in casinos, we don't do well.
No, because
If we plan on.
This is the thing, if we plan on.
And I've not got any footage of us going in casinos because they're not that keen on you filming when things are going on. But I did get lucky once when you nipped to a loo and I put $10 in and won $500.
That was amazing.
But generally speaking,
we've never done it again.
We're not that lucky.
No.
Last minute excursion.
Last minute excursion?
Yeah, we got into Lisbon.
Oh, yes.
what's this excursion? Do you want to
It's
tell
the
everyone?
tuk-tuks.
It is. Now, you can book these normally, but we got there and we hadn't planned anything up to virtually getting off the ship.
Yeah, and there wasn't many excursions left because
No.
everybody heads to either Citra or something like
Yeah.
that.
There was this, and there were two places left, so we took them.
Yes.
And we were like, okay, we don't really know what we're getting into because we've not researched it in any way.
No.
And as it turned out, it's one of the most fun excursions we've ever had. And it were quite reasonable.
And we were drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning,
Well,
which is a win for me.
It's funny you should mention that. Because this was, I think, just before 10 o'clock when we got in here. And then they were serving us pork and cheese
Yes.
and honey and all sorts of
10 o'clock
loveliness.
in the morning.
And we had such a fantastic tour guide in our
Yeah.
little tuk-tuk.
I mean, we've all had an excursion where we go, what is this? Why have we paid to do this? We are never doing this again. Excursion regret.
Yeah.
This was not one that we regretted at all.
No, this was the exact opposite of that one, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was just so much fun.
We got to see lots of Lisbon and I got to drink at 10 o'clock in the morning.
And do you remember what happened right near the end of the excursion?
No, what happened?
We had a Fast and Furious type drag
We
race
did.
with another tuk-tuk.
We did.
And we won.
Did. We did. Back to the ship and we did win and I like to win.
And these, even though it looks fast there, they're probably only doing like 30, 40 mile an hour, but it seems a lot faster when you're hanging on. But it was so much fun, and we really would encourage people
Reasonable,
to do that.
really fun. Yes.
Next up, we've got very lucky a couple of times on weathering transatlantics when we've been in sort of the early winter part of it,
Yes.
where this is what people expect it's going to be like. But on the couple of times we've done it, this has been what it's been
Yeah.
more like.
We've loved it. We've done really well. Is it okay? There might be a day that we feel, and you have to take your seasickness tablets, but you.
Very
I'm
rarely.
going to have to touch wood veneer, but we've. That's me touching it.
Well done.
I feel we've done okay.
We've done exceptionally well.
Yes.
Now,
Very lucky.
you know, we've had it where we've been in the pools, lied out getting sunbathing,
Yeah.
and getting sunburnt.
Yeah.
That isn't to say, as you said, you don't get days where it is
Murky.
a little bit on the damper side, such as
Yes.
on this bit, and where the seas are a little bit choppier. But before we went on our first one, people were saying, don't go at that time of year. It's really rough. You're not going to enjoy it.
No.
And as I said, we've got really lucky each time. Having said that, we spoke to plenty of other people, and when they've done it, they've got equally lucky.
Yeah.
So don't be put off about going on a transatlantic in October or November would be my tip.
And they do avoid the storms if there is anything that's a little bit busy.
Well, this one here that we're showing some footage of now, that was when we were doing Apex.
Yeah.
And we were avoiding a storm most of the way over.
Yeah, we
the
were.
captain kept turning to avoid it, and as such, we were just stayed in glorious weather.
It was fabulous.
Ironically, the worst weather we got was when we got to the other side and we were coming out of Nassau. And this is not nighttime. This is the middle of the day as we were coming out. This is about 4 o'clock or something.
And we got a great price as well.
We did. And talking of great price, that's the last thing that I could think about from a getting lucky point of view.
Yeah.
When we booked to go on our first P&O cruise,
Yes.
which was on Ventura.
Yes,
And we booked it just 3 days before.
we did.
And I think it cost us, I will try to find exactly how much when I put this together, but I couldn't find the exact details of it. But I think it was roughly half the published price.
Yeah.
Now,
And we're on 7 nights.
7 nights, which was really fantastic. It was such a fantastic introduction to P&O for us.
Yes.
Because as I said, the week before we weren't planning on going on it.
No.
And then with 3 days to go, we're like, oh, there's this bargain.
Yeah.
Shall we
let's
go
do
on it?
Yeah.
We had the holidays to do it.
Yeah.
And it was such a great holiday. Mm-hmm. And I think this is probably the best bargain as a last minute one we've ever had.
Yes.
Albeit when we did our very first cruise on Navigator of the Seas,
It's not topping that, is it?
that was a hot deal. Mm-hmm. And that was it 4 nights?
Yes.
And did we pay like $400 for a grand suite or something?
Yeah, I mean, you've never seen prices like that again now.
No,
But the universe said, you two would like a cruise. Here you go. You're going with Linzi's family. You're going to like it. You're going to get a good price. Done.
And it set us up well for cruising for the next 20 odd years.
You know what? And I'm loving those golden highlights again I've got there. I think I'm going to get them
Are
again.
you thinking of some golden highlights again now?
Yeah.
Well, that brings us up to the end of the video with that sort of revelation of the golden highlights
Well,
maybe
it's been
coming
very,
back.
Yeah, very insightful. Thank you, darling.
Cheers, Linz.
Cheers. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day.